Hello to all traders and welcome back to another market review brought to you by Orbex. So after the fallout of the global sell-off, you could say, in the last couple of days, are we seeing a bit of reprieve, especially in the indices market? The S&P and the NASDAQ bouncing higher. The Nikkei allegedly having its best performing day for many, many years, jumping over 10% after the big sell-off across the board. And if we look on the charts at the moment, on the 8-hour chart for the NASDAQ, as you can see here, we're having a little bit more of a bounce to the upside even after this collapse in the last few sessions on the worry that America is falling into a recession. The Fed most probably would have needed to act a bit earlier in cutting their rates, but they are holding firm apparently until September. But will it be ongoing now as they get more and more data, and is this more of a worry for a lot of economists? We'll have to wait and see. But looking on the charts, like I said, the NASDAQ really falling very vastly in yesterday's session, and in the near term, let's just look on the 4-hour chart. Just want to emphasize intraday where we're looking at the moment. As you can see here, a nice bounce happening, very progressive yesterday on the back end of the big sell-off. And most interestingly enough, the RSI and a lot of stochastics are on oversold conditions, so we are expecting a possible upturn shortly. However, we'll have to wait and see if that comes into fruition. The Dow losing quite a few thousand points as well, over 1,000 in yesterday's session. And we're just seeing now that the stock market, after the worst day apparently in nearly 2 years, the S&P and the NASDAQ are both up over 1%. So we're just waiting to see if there's any more fears spilling into the global markets. And we're seeing on the back of the worst jobs market for the NFP in quite some time as well. So let's just take a quick look again on the S&P, and S&P is a little bit further away from the NASDAQ, but both riding the same kind of wave at the moment, downturn after downturn. So as I said, if you do hear any signs of any further worries of a recession, especially in America, then do expect more of a downturn. But you know, pulling this back on the daily chart, we were always wondering when the next correction would be, and as you can see here, it is looking very likely that we were going to see a correction at some point, but moving even lower now. We're just waiting to see if we're going to hit the previous levels of roughly just under 5,000. So just a couple of hundred points to go, not too many if you think about how much it's dropped. Over 400 in one session, so it's quite remarkable for the S&P. Just a quick look on the NASDAQ as well on the 4-hour. That's not having too much of an upturn at the moment. Let's bring it on the 4-hour chart. We're just seeing now a slight bounce. This is across the board, by the way. We just want to focus on indices at the moment because these have crashed the most in the last 24 hours. So is there going to be a reprieve? Are we going to see any signs of a comeback in the market? We'll have to wait and see. But as usual, we'll bring you all the latest in the fundamentals and the technicals on our YouTube and Telegram channel. So stick with us, stay ahead, and trade responsibly, and we'll speak again next time. Bye for now.